All right, that is our first sale. All right, I finally decided I'm gonna make everything public. You see, I have been working on my third app for the past month. I used Weweb and Xano to build this app called Instagram.ai. This app lets you upload few selfies and the AI model will generate beautiful portraits of you. And as you can see on the screen, I'm using Elon as a test here. The app was launched using Facebook ads and I even got my first customer. While I built the app, I also did something. I screen recorded the entire process from scratch using Weweb and Xano. I showed how to build everything I have built inside the app, the authentication, the integrations, the AI models, everything. And not just that. I remember my first two apps, I had partners because I didn't know how to take care of marketing. I didn't know how to take care of the distribution. So what I did was I run my own Facebook ads for the third app, and I also got my first customer using Facebook ads. So I'm also including that in this free YouTube series. If you're watching this video, that means you are probably watching one of the videos from the set series. So if you want to watch the full series, I will have a playlist of that in my YouTube channel. And if you want to work with me or my team, you can also look at the links in the description and get in touch with me as well. By the way, before you jump into the video, a word of caution. These videos are filmed raw. That means there is very minimal editing, almost no editing. So there will be a lot of head scratches. There will be moments where I don't know what the heck to do. So I'll be thinking and, doing stupid things, but eventually we figure it out, right? If you're watching the series, that means the app was launched and we made our first sale and the user is happy with that. All right. So with that said, let's jump into the series. Thank you. All right, so we have our AI model creation system ready. So if I click on this add new pages, should be taking me to page and create AI model page, right? So create AI models, it should be taking me to this page where people can create their AI models. They enter their name, AI model name, select the images. I'm pretty sure you're already tired of seeing my face multiple times. And when they click on this blue button, it's going to take them to the view models page where they will see their new model being added, and it will have a progress bar. So it's either going to be build complete, build in progress, build failed. Now this is being rendered as a static image and a static tile. We don't want that. What we need is we need a dynamic endpoint which can send us information. So what I want to do now is, okay, I want to make an automation for sign out to sign out, okay, because this should be based on log out, log out. Right, so when people log out, we need to navigate to login page. All right, page should be login, boom 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 boom, and yeah, when this happens, we are logged out and we are here. But when we are gonna log in, Abby at Republic of No Code, when I log in, need to make sure I log in and go to home page. No, I want to go to view AI models page. Okay, so when I log in, should be going to view AI models page. Okay, so here what we need is something called a collection. A collection in Xano is basically in Weweb is basically a API request which is preset, and we can use that preset API request to load data on our Weweb pages. So first of all, we need to create that endpoint. All right, so there is post, and we now need to add an endpoint which will get all endpoints. All right, model, and this will be a get endpoint. It will only work for authenticated users, and we will create a variable called user ID to use, user ID to use, user ID to use, right? And this will be one save update. Okay, so we have this now. Instead of one, we can also do authenticated users ID. Right now, the next step is to query all records of models where we gotta define a condition, and that condition is not by join, by custom query. We are going to on, yeah, so this one, file models owned by the user. All right, user ID to use. Okay, so this way, for example, let's say I am authenticated as this user. If I run this file models one, let's see what's the response gonna be. There is like this, right? So 2, 3, however number of models you have, that is going to show up here, right? So let me also see if it is sending out any unwanted files. Okay, so from here we don't really need the zip file or anything like that. What we really need is the ID, the name, and we need the image, right? Image URL, we need that, and the status. I don't think we need the other stuff. So to do that, you can go to config output and customize this response, and let's only send the URL of the image. The status, we need that. We don't need config file, diffuser file, owned by, model name, we need it, created at, we need that. And I'm gonna sort it by, so I'm gonna enable a sort, add a sort, and that would be created at or ID, because that is also an increment, all models object. So this is what we're gonna get, update. Now if I send this, so this is an array. We're not gonna send an array. Instead, we will send a JSON. All right, and we will do success. Success will be true, and we will also set data to true. Oh, not true. The model data. Now if I run, here you can see success is true, and then inside data there is 3 models that are connected to this particular user. So we will get that. That's our endpoint, get models, right? Now we need to add this to our Weweb. For that, we will go to data, and under collections we are going to add a new collection, get all models, and we will add a folder called models. Okay, and this will be a Xano collection. API group will be models, endpoint will be the get endpoint of the model. I'm going to click on continue, and if I fetch Xano, it's going to basically use the authentication token of the user and fetch data. And here you can see the number that is returned, and looks good. Okay, now what are we gonna do with this is I'm gonna go to this repeating grid, and here instead of one specific item, I'm going to map it to a collection, and that collection will be get all models and the array inside this, right? So here you can see 3 models are now showing up, right? Cool. Now how can we change the image that is being used? So if I click on this, I added this image as a background of a container, so that way it will not look wonky when we resize the image or the container sizes. So instead of this, we will be looking at image URL, right? So all of this are different images now. Fill, so if I do this contain or cover means this, all right? Okay, so different images are now loaded, right? Now let's see this name. Instead of doing that, we will show the actual name from the collection. And next we gotta figure out which one to show out of this. So build complete is going to show if condition is of status equal to complete. Okay, so this is only gonna be true if item status is complete, right? What about this? So for this we need another condition that would be item status. If the item status is, let's see what are the different statuses. Status settings, building complete, building, yeah, we gotta do that. So if the status is building, we will do that, we will show that. And if the status is error, we will show the error box. Okay, so what does this mean? If I reload, it will automatically show my models, right? Now for example, this model is in the building stage, all right? So let's just change this to building, and I'm gonna refresh. So here, build in progress, all right? I guess this one, it would be better if we make this into an hello. Yeah, build in progress. And what if this is an error? Instead of this, we could change this to an error. So build failed, right? So that's how we can build it. All right, now I guess when people log in, you can either show this or the or another page called overview, where we can basically showcase all the images that are created by them. But for that we need to first create image mechanism. Okay, so let's try and build something like that now.